the founder and president of Zen, a black-owned EV charging company based in Detroit. After 20 years of working in the automotive industry, I started Zen for two reasons: challenges and opportunities. The automakers have the biggest challenge with the adoption of electric vehicles because of the lack of charging infrastructure. Even among people who wanted to purchase an EV, I saw this challenge and I started this company. And in the EV ecosystem, I'm something of a rare breed, a black-owned company. There is huge challenges and opportunities because of the lack of charging infrastructure. Range anxiety is real. Consumers are reluctant to buy electric vehicles because there are not enough places to charge them. Automakers were reluctant to invest in infrastructure because they didn't know if the demand was there. So there was a chicken and egg scenario. Either invest in the infrastructure to create the demand and wait for the sales to pick up to create the demand for EV charging. Fast forward a few years, and because of geopolitical instability and $5 a gallon gas prices, those opportunities have shifted. Thanks to geopolitical instability, we all heard of the Paris Climate Agreement. That's an agreement with several countries to significantly reduce the carbon footprint. And one of the activities they've chosen to do this is EV charging and electric vehicles. So at this point, we can't build electric vehicle charging stations fast enough. And Zen is in a unique opportunity to meet this demand with a virtually untapped market, multifamily housing. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, over 44 million residences are multifamily, which means about 31 million households are multifamily. That includes apartment buildings, condos, and townhouses, and mixed development. And these places do not have garages. So what do? Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce EV All. This is Zen's multi-vehicle charging system. This charging system can charge 10 vehicles simultaneously. That gives apartment building owners, property owners, a cost-effective solution to offer EV charging to their tenants. This charging solution is also ideal for fleet operations, which includes businesses, municipalities, and government agencies. In fact, we're in conversations right now with the GSA to outfit several government facilities with our EV system. Let's talk a little bit about DC fast charging. DC fast charging is great for long travels and commutes. That's why you see them popping up all along the corridor. But they are terrible for daily charging for two reasons. Primarily, timing and cost. A DC fast charger costs more than 3 times a level 2 charger, which the EV system is. And if the vehicle is going to be parked there for more than 2 hours, it's just not practical. So imagine, you're an EV driver. You're here in New York. You're going to a show, play, or a ball game. You find a DC fast charger. You pull in. You charge your vehicle, and then you go in to watch the game or the show. 30 minutes later, you're going to have to come out, unhook your car, and find another place to park. And in New York, that's nearly impossible. Plug Zen's EV system charges at 9 to 11 kilowatt hours. That gives you 15 to 20 miles of driving per hour of charge. The EPA has estimated that most people only drive 40 miles a day. So what that means is if you top your vehicle off at home or at work, it would only be about 3 hours a day, and you'll never run out of juice. Now, let's talk about EV charging as a matter of equity. Without an intentionality, underserved communities will lack access to critical infrastructure. And low-income communities, they are disproportionately affected by the negative impact of climate changes. And historically, they have been left out of the benefits of technology and innovation. We will not repeat the mistakes of the past. We will level the playing field. Ladies and gentlemen, EV all will put the EV in everybody, and everybody in an EV. Right. Where we have, in the process of closing our seed round, which is coming pretty quickly, and we will be in production this June, third quarter of this year. And we have an exciting manufacturing plant where we can meet just about any demand. So, ladies and gentlemen, EV all. Now time for questions if anyone has any.
Where is it made?
Detroit, Michigan.
And you hook up, how many cars did you say?
10. Yes, ma'am.